The high-energy spectacle is certainly still there. Famous songs get their moments. The words and characters are still based on a cycle of poems originally written for children by renowned poet T.S. Eliot. But
a bold new take on a Broadway classic is making waves, blending a legendary score with a vibrant contemporary world. Cats, the Jellicle Ball, is not your grandmother's musical. This reimagined production has earned critical acclaim and 3 Tony Awards, but its true power lies in its fresh perspective. Senior arts correspondent Jeffrey Brown sat down with the show's composer, Andrew Lloyd Webber, to explore this new vision and his storied career. The familiar high-energy spectacle remains, but the setting has shifted dramatically. Gone is the London junkyard. Instead, director Jalen C. Moultrie and Bill Rush have placed the Jellicle Cats in the heart of New York City's queer ballroom scene. The stage is alive with contestants in and out of drag, celebrating their culture through song and dance, a world steeped in history, competition, and resilience. Composer Andrew Lloyd Webber, now 78, sees this version as something special. He tells Brown it gets closer to the heart of T.S. Eliot's original poetry than any version he's seen before. He calls the production organically, right? Touching on something rare and hard to define. Lloyd Webber's journey to this moment began decades ago. He recalls the initial skepticism when he first pitched a musical about singing cats. It was a bat-to-the-wall idea, he says. So disastrous, he had to get a second mortgage on his house to cover production costs. Of course, that mortgage was paid off many times over. The original Cats became a cultural phenomenon, running on Broadway for nearly 18 years, a record later surpassed by another of his mega hits, The Phantom of the Opera. In a conversation at the famed Sardi's restaurant, Lloyd Webber shared his philosophy on crafting musical theater, emphasizing the primacy of story. He learned the hard way, he says, that a great story is essential. A strong story can carry a weaker score, but he's never seen the reverse work. He also credits legendary director Hal Prince with a crucial piece of advice. You can't listen to a musical if you can't look at it. Every aspect of production design must click for a show to succeed. The composer has weathered his share of failures and critical punches, but his approach is simple. You move on. He believes if the work is any good, it will resurface. That resilience is paying off now, as he sees a renaissance of his earlier works, presented by a new generation. Alongside the Jellicle Ball, a new version of Sunset Boulevard is making an impact. For Lloyd Webber, seeing cats reborn with real people, many making their Broadway debuts, is incredibly moving. He reflects on a career of more than 20 musicals, from composing an anthem for a royal coronation to seeing his work endure. When asked about his success, he expresses profound gratitude, calling himself the luckiest man alive to have made a living from the one thing he truly enjoys. He shows no signs of slowing down, with several new projects in the works. As for the Jellicle Ball, its run has been extended, proving that sometimes the most familiar stories can be made thrillingly new again.